If someone were to ask you to draw a picture of a guitar, you could probably do a pretty credible job. After all, they pretty much come in one shape.
That is, of course, unless you visit a particular music shop in Holland, where they seem to come in all shapes and sizes, as we see in this edition of Barnaby's World.
Yeah, Dell here has been making guitars since the 70s, but I'll just bet you he's never made a guitar like this before. What do you call this thing, Dell?
Called a harp guitar.
Harp guitar. Does it sound anything like a harp?
No.
No?
Not really. It's just a basic regular steel string guitar, and it's got 5 bass strings. They're kind of lazy bass strings. You don't fret them, you just pluck them open.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, did you make this for somebody?
This is for Muriel Anderson. She's a world-famous classical guitarist.
Wow, so she can probably rip around this thing pretty good.
Incredible.
Give us your best rendition.
Yeah.
Show us how it sounds. Put him on the spot is what I say. Accent, apparently. And then there's Dave over here, and he's got a weird-looking guitar, which you also built. What's this called?
It's called a duolette.
Duolette, because it looks like 2 guitars in one, so flip it over there. Now, why on earth would you build a guitar like that?
Classical guitar on one side, nylon string, very mellow, classical sound, as you can tell by what he's playing.
And then you flip it over?
You flip it over, and you got the twangy country steel string sound.
Oh, wow. Now, you made this for somebody as well.
That's for Tom Bresch, who is the son of Merle Travis. He's been playing one of those for 15 years.
You know, I've never seen one before. Yeah. I never saw one like that either until I came in here. And then there's the banjo neck guitar over there. Tell me about that.
That's for the banjo player who wants a sound other than a typical banjo.
So what you do is you make custom guitars here.
Custom guitars, pretty much anything anybody wants.
You know, the word on the street is you're one of the top 5 guitar makers in all of America.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you're making some dandies here.
We keep really busy.
Yeah. And so if folks want to buy a guitar for their kid or even for themselves or just learning, how much should they spend?
Around $300.
Okay, so don't buy a toy.
Not too much less than that.
Buy an instrument.
Yeah, buy an instrument, get it set up properly, which means adjust the neck and so on. A guy like me will be glad to do that for you. Make sure your kid gets a good playing guitar, gets a good chance at it.
Dell's a man to talk to, and folks, if you want to find him, all you have to do is call the hotline. The number's coming up on the screen, 771-9618.
Never seen anything like it.
Neat designs,
yeah,
though. That harp guitar is something else.
Very different. Thanks for joining us today.